Hey, so now we're going to do some grammar. So you're learning about special nouns, but in the real world or when you get older, they will be called proper nouns. And a proper noun is when you name a special or a specific person, place, or thing. So your name is a proper noun. Sacred Heart School is a proper noun. If we just called it the school, we would not capitalize school, but if it has Sacred Heart with it, we would capitalize the school along with Sacred Heart. If you just said the girl went to the store, nothing would be capitalized. But if you said Susan went to Target, Susan and Target would be capitalized because those are specific nouns. So on page 105, you are going to write each word that says that has a proper noun, that is a proper noun. You're going to write it correctly. So let's look at the speak up. It says tell which nouns name special people, animals, or places. How do they begin? So number one, it says Devin lives in Farwell. Well, Devin is the boy's name, so that's a proper noun. And Farwell is the city he lives in. That's another proper noun. They both begin with capitals. Number two, his sister Cora has a cat, Fluffy. So Cora is his sister's name, so that begins with a capital C, and Fluffy is the cat's name. That begins with a capital F. So let's look at the example. It says, I live in Vermont. Well, Vermont is the name of a state, so you would need to capitalize that. Number three, my friend Marta writes to me. Which word is the special or proper noun? That's right, Marta is, because Marta is a girl's name, so you would rewrite Marta using a capital M. Number four, she moved to Texas last year, which is the proper noun. That's right, Texas is the name of a state, so you would rewrite Texas using a proper or a capital letter, a capital T, because it's a proper noun. So on the back, it says correctly write the spelling noun in each sentence. The special noun in each sentence, not the spelling noun, I'm sorry. So you're going to do the same thing on the back, but on your own. And then you're going to proofread this poster and find 4 mistakes with capital letters and correct each mistake. So I've written the poster on my whiteboard here, my little tiny whiteboard that I have. And we are going to get out our red pen, just like you're going to get out your red pen for the page. And we're going to correct it. So when we proofread and correct a word that needs to be capitalized, remember we write 3 lines underneath that letter. Not the whole word, just the letter, okay? That way you know it needs to be capitalized. So, lost cat. Well, that's the title of the poster. They decided to capitalize everything to get people's attention. Have you seen Harry, our cat? Well, what's the cat's name? Harry. So that needs to be capitalized. So we're going to put 3 lines under the H in Harry. Okay? His home is on East Street. Well, what needs to be capitalized? Good, the street he lives on. So we're going to put 3 lines under the E in East. We're also going to put 3 lines under the S in street, because when we put a name with the street, then street is also capitalized. There's other street names like a boulevard or an avenue or a court. I live on a court. I don't know what that means, but I live on a court. Foothill Boulevard. Okay, our school is on a boulevard. Avenue, street, court, road, lane. Okay, if you have the street name with it, they are all capitalized. Please call Greg or Cindy at 555-6135. That's right, Greg is a person's name, so it needs to be capitalized. So we'll put 3 under Greg, under that G, right? And don't try to call the phone number because 555 is what they use for fake numbers. That's why every time you see a movie or a show and they give a phone number out, it's 555 so that people don't try to call it, okay? So then what you're going to do is get out a piece of paper and you're going to rewrite your corrected poster, okay, on a piece of paper. Make sure you include the title, okay, and make sure you include the corrections. Okay, bye.